How's it going, everybody? Bryan Alvarez here on Wrestling Observer Live. We are here every day, Monday through Friday, noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, Sundays, 3 Pacific, 6 Eastern, Saturday mornings with Jim Valley, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 Eastern, Sundays with Andrew Zarian. And yes, it is Wednesday here on the show. You know what that means? We got a lot to talk about today. Last night was NXT, which I thought was pretty good till the end. We'll get into that later. Tonight is a new episode of Dynamite, and that's really all of the upcoming show news. We got a big weekend coming up in about 2 weeks, but we got a little time until then. We do have a lot of news today, including Tommy Dreamer is gone from TNA. And we'll tell you what's going on and what we know about it and what this means and plenty more. Also, a new update on Ludwig Kaiser's legal case as the defense prepares for July's pretrial conference. They got stuff they want. Callum Newman update after he injured his shoulder in the G1. We got a couple of ratings notes. And then, yes, the world-famous NXT TV report. I also, hopefully we have a very special guest on the show here today, but I haven't heard back from the guest yet, and it's possible the guest is sleeping, so I don't want to plug it in case it doesn't happen. But I'm hoping in the final segment of the show, we'll have a very special guest coming up here today. If you want to text us, 425-780-7566. F4WOnline@gmail.com is the email. F4WOnline on Threads, Instagram, and Cameo. And I am at Bryan Alvarez on X and Blue Sky. So we'll be back in a moment with Filthy Tom. Hopefully he's here as well. His chair's just sitting there empty. Back in a moment, Observer Live. Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful. We all went to the AEW Wrestle Dream pay-per-view in the Tacoma Dome. What a dump.
They've remodeled in the last 5 years.
I don't want to watch a show in the Tacoma Dome. I'm over that part of my life.
So this is all about
I
you,
want
okay.
It is all about me. It's my show.
Yep.
Sick of these crappy dumps.
Rico. Yes. Rico Constantino.
Mm-hmm.
When Rico Constantino showed up on the screen, I almost fainted.
If you would have slapped me with a bass, I would have been less surprised.
A bass,
Yeah.
you say?
Excuse me?
You heard me.
Now, you mean the fish
Yes.
or like a bass, the instrument?
No, a bass.
Well, he would have said a bass if he meant a bass.
Shibata hooks a rear naked choke, and Shibata's shoulders were down, and the referee counted 3.
I don't care what happened in Florida in 1973.
That is an Eddie Graham babyface finish when he wanted to heel to get a fluke win.
The crowd hated it.
Hated it.
You know, people are upset that Adam Cole's back as a babyface or whatever.
Why?
But, dude, he's been gone for a year. So they obviously want to do Adam Cole and MJF. MJF is a heel.
Mhm.
So obviously Adam Cole is coming back as a babyface.
Yes. Will Ospreay, Takeshita, and Ricochet. My rating for this match was 1 zillion stars. I believe this may be my new favorite 3-way ever. John Moxley versus Bryan Danielson.
You have to
Not a
say it in
fun
such a
match.
sad way.
Yes! It was sad. It was a sad match.
Mhm.
That's it, before we even get to the post-match. The whole thing, start to finish, was sad. It was meant to bum you, the fans, out.
It worked.
It worked. It elicited emotions, which is what art is supposed to do.
It was very much like The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels when Undertaker retired him. And, like, that's exactly what happened, is everyone just slowly stood up and quietly, sadly walked out of the building that night.
There was one gentleman that was walking by us, and he was dripping in Bryan Danielson's merchandise.
Hmm.
And he was wailing. And he cried, I forget my language, I can't believe they punked out my favorite wrestler like a bitch. And he was so
Wow.
upset.
And we go into that press conference. All I got to say about Don Callis is, man, I can't help but notice he's got a big mouth when he's got Takeshita right next to him, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
That was a scintillating question. And I think maybe after that, we're finally, the Bryan and Vinny show might actually just be the Bryan show. That was producer Rob level stuff right there. Need to work on your game a little bit. Okay. Next.
Rob's so excited and happy now. He texted me today. So it looks like I'm feuding with Don Callis. Ha ha. That's what he texted me.
That's not the way I took it at all. I looked at his wiener, and now he's mad at me. Duh.
Well, golly, look at that. It did just go up. Relentless Wrestling at Relentless PNW. Year 5 special guest announcement. This Saturday, inaugural Relentless heavyweight champion Tom Lawler and longtime friend Bryan Alvarez are bringing the Chop and Roll Express to Spokane. Man, look at that. Look at us. I believe it says in attendance. Is that what that says?
Yes, in attendance. Doesn't get any better than that.
In attendance. We will be in attendance, everybody. This coming Saturday, players and spectators, doors at 6, bell time 7 o'clock.
I forgot how good that bar food is.
Is
Holy
it a
crap.
bar?
The chicken, it's a giant sports complex.
Really?
But they have a bar, yeah.
Man.
The beer's good, too. They got that Kraken from up there in Seattle, one of the breweries. That's a great IPA that they make, but damn, those chicken wings, players and spectators. Something to be desired.
I can't wait to get chopping.
The picture of you looks like it was taken a long time ago.
Fill me in. I mean, what are you talking about?
You know what today is, Brian?
It was taken like this year.
You know what today is?
What's today?
Today is the 5-year anniversary of my last mixed martial arts fight.
Is it really?
June 17th, 2021, PFL 5 in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where I defeated Jordan Young by unanimous decision.
It's always good to leave on top.
Very few of us do.
Tell me about it. All right, and I am here. Thank you, everybody in the chat that's concerned for my health this morning. I am here. Everything's all right. You know, the day is gone. Yesterday is history. Yesterday is history.
What was wrong with your health yesterday?
Oh, get out of here.
I don't know. I didn't listen to the show yet.
I almost drove off a bridge. I mean, other than that, in the middle of the show, yeah. I drove to Granny's during the show last night. I was so infuriated. And I made it back and continued the show. Because you know what? Unlike John Cena, I don't give up.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Still.
Check it out, everybody. Bryan and Vinny's show last night. I don't think I've ever lost my mind like that on a show ever. And that includes TNA reviews. And speaking of TNA, Tommy Dreamer is gone from TNA Wrestling. Dreamer revealed on Busted Open today he and Carlos Silva had recently come to an agreement to mutually part ways. Fightful Select reporting Road Dogg has been discussed as Dreamer's possible replacement. And as was noted on our front page, Road Dogg had he'd been talked to for weeks by TNA. And the idea, I mean, everyone in TNA thought, oh, we're going to bring in Road Dogg to work with Tommy Dreamer. And now Tommy's gone. So Dreamer said yesterday I had a great conversation with Carlos Silva. Me and TNA no longer in a relationship. We've mutually agreed to part ways. I've given so much of my life to that company. I don't have any ill will or malice. I want it to survive. I want it to be the best it can be. I love this business. It's hard because I'm not going to be able to see the people that I helped. I had a lot of people help me follow my dreams, and I love that part about the business of what I did. It was a 24-hour job. I think I had it for close to 10 years off and on. I've been in and out of there. Loved going to work. I did, but everything comes to an end. I'm not crying because I'm mad or I'm emotional, he said. I know I'll be okay. I hope TNA will be okay. So he was in tears at his departure from TNA. So now Road Dogg is going to apparently be replacing him as the head of creative. So I guess we'll talk to Lance about this tomorrow. Not sure what he knows, but we'll talk to him about it tomorrow because I think he's on the show Thursday. So I guess we'll find out what Road Dogg can do. He certainly had a reputation when he was in WWE. But, some people have said it was well-deserved. Other people have said, this wasn't just fair. He was kind of blamed for when SmackDown was really bad. But how much of that was his fault? I don't know.
How much of it was dealing with a roster that was built for a 2-hour show that they then had to do an extra hour for? How often were some of his ideas perhaps cut off at the legs? We don't know.
Well, actually, apparently on that, what's that Unreal, WWE Unreal? I guess they've got lots of footage over the past however long of, he'd come up with an idea and they just shoot him down. Come up with an idea, get shot down. Come up with an idea, get shot down. Come up with an idea, get shot down.
Well, maybe he's the one that came up with that idea for the NWO with Rusev, Nakamura, Sheamus, and who was the fourth guy?
I don't remember. So anyway,
LA Knight.
We also got an update on old Ludwig Kaiser.
Who, Brian, do you remember? Sorry, before we move on, because I was wondering, who have been like the bookers for TNA in its existence?
No,
Jeff Jarrett.
There's Jarrett, Jerry. There's Russo. There's
Bischoff,
Tommy, Delirious.
Yeah, who was before them?
I'm not sure.
Scott D'Amore, obviously.
Scott D'Amore, yeah. You guys trying to troll me here with Dutch Mantel? This guy goes, Russo was the best booker. No, he was not. Jim Cornette. There were a lot of them. Hey, listen. Hey, guys, here's the thing. I watched Juggalo Championship Wrestling with Vince Russo as the head booker, and, it was fine. I had no problem with it whatsoever, because I am a fair person. If Russo books a show and it's fine, I'll tell you it's fine. But let me tell you what wasn't fine. When he booked TNA, okay? If you want to say somebody else, whatever, that's all fine and good, but I lived through all that. It almost killed me twice. So, no, don't sit here and tell me that Russo was the best booker that TNA ever had, because he wasn't.
Who booked that angle where, Eddie Kingston ran over a kid? Do you remember that?
I'm trying to remember who was in charge at that point. Might have been Dreamer. I think it was Dreamer when, people were dying left and right. I think that was Tommy. Who was, I think Russo was in charge when we had the barbed wire Christmas tree. That one almost killed Vinny. Because I think that was also on his birthday, 10-10-10. We had to watch that show and review it, if I recall correctly. So anyway, Ludwig Kaiser's legal case. On June 16th, which would be yesterday, defense filed a motion to gain access to the surveillance video from the alleged battery incident. The defense contacted the apartment complex where the incident took place. We're told the video could not be released without a subpoena. The motion, unopposed by the state, is asking the court to authorize the issuance of a subpoena for the footage. So, of course, there was the incident, and there's security footage of whatever happened. There's two sides of the story, obviously. And Ludwig Kaiser's side, they're like, let's have the video. Let's see if what this guy says is true. So we'll see if the video gets released. Police identified Kaiser as the suspect after viewing the surveillance footage. And allegedly, in the victim's version of events, Kaiser and his girlfriend were in the elevator and began, I forget the term that they used, but it was like aggressively making out or something like that. And this guy told them to please have some manners. And then Kaiser allegedly attacked the man and left a large scratch and redness on the head. The Kaiser side claims that the guy did not politely say, please have some manners. He said some other things.
That he was going to call ICE on his girlfriend.
Yeah. Now, the problem is with surveillance video, I don't think we can actually hear what anybody said. I think it's just the video. And so, who said what to lead to what, we're not going to probably know. But we will know, how violent was this altercation? Did Kaiser just attack the man? We'll know more, presumably, when the...
Did he load his mask first?
He wasn't wearing a mask, from what I've been told. So... Callum Newman also, regarding his shoulder injury, he tweeted on Monday night that his shoulder is effed. But then this morning, he said he will be in the G1 one way or the other. I will do the G1 with one arm if I have to. Now, of course, him saying he's still in the G1 tells me that probably they figured that he's going to be good by the G1, because if he has one arm, they ain't letting him in the G1. They're just not. So, hopefully... that's good news that he is vowing to still be in the G1. And, hey, he's 23, These youngsters heal faster than old guys like me and Tom.
Hey.
But we're going to be in Spokane, and we'll be back after the break. Observer Live. We did, in fact, by popular demand, watch Ready to Rumble.
the champion is some fat loser.
Yeah, he's a completely talentless, no athletic ability, can't wrestle, broke bum that walked out on his wife and kid.
But he
and
was
he's
over.
the world champion.
He
and
was.
in the movie, the
well, yeah, but
storyline
that's a
is-
microcosm of wrestling, sadly.
Yes.
He feels so bad about drinking this entire slushy that cost $1.26, and he sticks his finger in his asshole and walks up to the clerk.
Lancey
And-
Lance is dying. How could the movie be so bad?
I'm not going to fault the man for that, of all the things in the movie.
I thought for
okay?
sure you were going to say you'd done this before.
There's a reason I'm not going to fault the man for that.
I just think with all the porta potties and farting in this, that I think Vince McMahon was a secret producer on this film. Had to have been.
So then we get the Shermanator. He's playing a WCW arcade game. He uses some internet sleuthing to find the personal information of Jimmy King.
He's searching the internet. Can find out anything on here. This movie was so antiquated. Every Nitro Girl is in a Nitro Girl outfit, except for this girl. They had her
want
dance in
to
something
stand
totally
out,
different.
Brian, like the captain.
So we're so stupid. I got it.
Captain
Yes,
Stabbin.
if you're watching this film, you're that stupid. I'm sorry.
But I was also insulted by the fact they hired Michael Buffer to announce the Royal Bash, the fake-ass Royal Bash.
$24 million budget.
Wow.
And probably 500,000 of that went to Michael Buffer. It made 12. You know, we
He
should mention
unveils-
this cage match is the triple-decker Cage of Doom. Everybody buried it. It was horrible. Everybody hated it. And so they decided to make a movie. And what is the final battle? It's another goddamn triple-decker cage match. This would be like in 2010 if like TNA made a movie and the final match was a reverse battle royal.
They throw powder in someone's face, DDP's, I think, or somebody's, and the dude just looks at it and goes, "It doesn't work." It's like, of course, because wrestling's fake and stupid.
Should we just end it there? What a soundbite. There has never been a movie I have watched in my entire life which has made me hate myself more.
Wow.
I'm ashamed that I'm even in the place at 41 years old where I would end up reviewing this movie for money. I would have thought I would have made it out of here by now. You know what I mean? I'm done.
Well, everyone, hopefully we can do this again someday. Instead of suffering through the YouTube chat, click like and subscribe. All right, I still haven't heard back from our guest. Usually not a good sign, but you never know. Things happen. So let's start with NXT, and then we'll figure out what to do in that final segment if we have a no-show today. Let's do it, Tom.
I have a barely safe for radio story that I will tell if the guest doesn't show up.
Oh, really?
Yes, just remember this. NXT on the CW from the Performance Center in Orlando.
Okay.
Orlando, Florida, where I used to live. Anyways, I have somehow missed the last 2 weeks of NXT, maybe 3 weeks, Brian, because of whatever scheduling conflicts. So if I missed something, you may have to fill me in on the elements. Although they did give a video package to open the show that showed Naruto defeating Mason Rook after a Cam Hendricks distraction.
Mason Rook.
Kendall Gray pinning Kalani Jordan after these shades of gray. Both of them are the #1 contenders, and they get title shots at the upcoming Great American Bash PLE, which will be on the C-Dub. They also showed Zarya defeating Tatum Paxley to win the Women's North American title. This segued into Zarya doing an in-ring promo. She threatened everyone. Out came Kalani Jordan. Kalani still wants a shot at the women's title, but she was there to give Zarya some advice. This brought out Kendall Gray. Then it was Ola Lola as the women's champion Lola Vice came out. There's a ton of arguing. Robert Stone appeared. Lola cut him off and said, "Let's guess, you're going to make a tag match." And he agreed. It was set. We then had Jackson Drake take on Tavion Heights, with the winner facing Miles Bourne for the NXT North American title at Great American Bash. Heights ran through Ragdoll Drake early on. A distraction from the Vanity Project led to a knee strike from Drake, followed by throwing he threw Heights into the ring steps and got the advantage. Heights made his comeback after a commercial break, suplexed Drake from the inside of the ring onto the Vanity Project on the floor. Then the Vanity Project actually got inside of the ring, but Miles Bourne, the former partner of Tavion Heights, ran down, dragged them out, dropped them with clotheslines.
He yanked them both out of the ring at the same time.
Yeah, well, they're
one hand
geeks.
with each guy. It's like, that's not right. Come on.
Then Drake missed a punch or clothesline in the ring, and instead he got belly-to-belly suplexed into a 3 count by the former Greco-Roman Olympian D'Angelo Hancock, a.k.a. Tavion Heights, will now take on Miles Bourne for the NXT North American title. Heights not happy that Bourne made the save. But
Yeah, these guys were getting in the ring, and he's angry that Miles makes the save.
Yeah, but they've been...
But then, hold on, Tom. Then he goes, "I didn't need your help. I could have done this by myself." But you already know that. I was like, well, if he already knows that, what are you mad about then? This is just weird. Everyone has to hate each other on this show. You ever notice that? Everybody has to hate each other. Even Ren Sinclair made fun of it later. She goes, "Oh, here we go. The 2 partners that can't get along." It's like,
Ren Sinclair's so wacky.
She is my spirit animal, Ren Sinclair.
Just like, yeah, big fan.
By the way, virtually no graphics on this show yet again, except one segment, once again, identified every last single person.
Who was this guy with the belly boys backstage?
I literally...
It was a bald guy.
I
Who
wrote
was
that one guy. That's what I do in the report now. I just write,
Who is that? He had a
one
belt.
guy.
Who the hell is that? Is it the Speed Champion?
Oh, yes.
Who's
No.
Who is this?
Okay, you missed the show. It's the Evolve champion. I'm
no,
pretty sure.
No.
What?
That was
What
Aaron
segment are you
Rourke.
talking
He was there
about?
later.
What
the,
segment?
The Belly Boys had some, like, bald guy with him.
When?
It was the Birthright and the Belly Boys.
Let me see. I wrote that down because I think...
I don't know who the heck it is. Anyways, Thea
Romeo,
Hale.
Noam Dar, and that one
No,
guy.
that's a later. That's a
Okay.
segment later.
Just...
Thea Hale took on Izzy Dame in a speed tournament match. Thea repeatedly went for the Kimura. She got overpowered by Izzy. I think she went for a triangle choke, but it wasn't happening. She missed the spring senton off the ropes that won her the belt. Izzy hit a bicycle knee and got the win. She will now face the winner of Ariana Grace in later.
Brother, you're wrong. The backstage segment was the judges from the Mr. NXT contest and the Birthright. So that was Aaron Rourke. It was him and the comedian.
Maybe that was the comedian.
And no, he's not bald.
Were the Belly Boys in it?
Yeah, I think so. The one with the Birthright?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Full disclosure, I was doing something.
No, full disclosure is there are no graphics on this show. So, like...
That's right.
You miss a couple of weeks and you don't know what's going on.
Absolutely.
It's not your fault. Normal people miss a show here and there. Normal people have a booking. Normal people do whatever. Normal people miss the Mr. NXT, and then all of a sudden back there, oh, who's this guy? Aaron Rourke. That's what I said. The Evolve champion. Quit yelling at me, spit take. That's 2 days in a row.
Well, he was in the later segment too, so that was equally as confusing to me. Right?
Oh, I got to talk about this Naraku segment.
He was in the later segment. Go for it.
Okay, so this is like Naraku, like they're doing a contract signing, and it's outside in the dark in front of a pagoda.
It's at a temple. A pagoda? What do you mean? It's at a freaking temple.
Not the piercing pagoda, a real pagoda. So anyway, look up a pagoda and you'll see that I'm right.
I know what a pagoda is, you freak.
Then why are you telling me that's not what this is?
That'd be like they sat at a table to have the contract.
I said in front of a pagoda.
They're at a freaking temple.
You're an idiot. Anyway, they sit down, and Tony D...
They're near an awning.
Tony D goes, "I see through this mysterious nice guy thing. I did my research," he said. "I know that you held the biggest title in Japan. You had 14 other reigns, and you didn't do it by yourself." So he doesn't mention the House of Torture, but he teases it. And Naraku says, "Don't judge me on the past. Look at the warrior I am today." And Tony goes, "You're an evil man. You left Japan for this title. And Naraku goes, well, you're right about that. And he goes, you're all about protecting this title, but you didn't do any of that in Japan. Now you're all alone, he says. You came here by yourself. Naraku goes, that's right. So Tony says, you think you can get under the bash by yourself? You're wrong. This title is staying with me. And so he demands the contract. And so, you know, he opens up. He goes, you didn't sign yet. Naraku goes, I'll have this signed and back to you next week. And so
he said in due time.
In due time. So Tony signs it. And then he leaves. And then Naraku smiles and he says, evil is coming. And I swear to God, like, am I right? Like, I think it's because this show is so horrible that, like, I am begging for this guy to
Yes.
start a house of torture. Like, Hiromu's got to come in and help screw these guys.
Not only that, but this Naraku has phenomenal
Are you
English.
kidding me?
Are you serious? All right, I'll carry the rest of the show for this segment. You
At
wanna
the
take
same
off?
exact time that this happened yesterday. It's going to happen for another 30 minutes now. And then it's not going to do it for the rest of the day. God, this better be that. If this is Mitchell, if this is that Mitchell guy from Granny's old folks home, if I get my hands on this guy, Tom, it's going to be like that footage you just sent me during the break. Anyway, Evil needs to start a house of torture and just ruin every one of his matches in NXT. I'm all for it. By the way, our guest just texted. They're ready to go, so keep moving.
Keanu Carver will take on Eli Knight next week. The low-key legend alternate costume of Natty.
Dude, this
took on
match was
Jada
awesome.
Parker. It ruled.
It was
They ju-
awesome.
They just did mostly submissions. They fought on the outside a little bit. They did like every rolling submission that you could possibly think of. Jada hit a few hypnotics. Eventually, Natty threw her into the steps and then kicked her in the knee, which she had been working over repeatedly, and then hit the discus lariat, anvil style, locked on the sharpshooter, which I'm pretty sure doesn't actually affect your knee, but hey, Jada Parker tapped out.
It does when you're Natty.
This match was great, like you said.
Natty is
And then
so underutilized. This match was great.
well, Jada Parker was right there with her.
Yeah,
I
Jada
have
did
to
a great
say.
job too.
Right,
But
I've
we've
never
seen Jada
seen-
all the time.
Yes, but not in that type of match.
Yeah.
When do you ever see her exchanging holds with somebody?
Dude, they need
And
to
then,
do a feud.
Brian, you gotta tell me what happened here. The divine feline, my muse Nikita Lyons, has now joined up with Natty and some other female.
I
Who
missed
is
that
this?
part. Did that happen?
They were out. Nikita Lyons and some other blonde walked out in the entranceway and stood there with Natty, and they like. I just figured you were going to be able to tell me.
I missed that part.
Huh.
I was probably ranting about how nobody got graphics in the next segment and forgot to write it down. Although they did. Mason Rook, Lizzie Rain, and Mr. England all got graphics.
However, Aaron Rourke didn't.
Well, no. And then
Aaron
I
Rourke-
think they set up a tag match, but
No.
an Evolve match.
No. Yes.
Yes.
Mr. England is challenging Aaron Rourke for the Evolve title after Aaron Rourke made fun of the size of his penis.
Okay, so the other girl was apparently Carmen Petrovich.
What?
Natty, Carmen Petrovich.
And Nikita Lyons.
It's a shooter group.
It is.
Wow.
Carmen Petrovic can go. You know, it's a damn shame that Bloodsport's gone, because how awesome would have the divine feline Nikita Lyons
Against you?
been in Bloodsport? Well, I'd take the L. I mean,
Ariana Grace and
I don't have
Layla
much of a
Diggs.
choice.
This was short and still bad.
Layla went for the moonsault. She actually hit the moonsault onto the birthright on the floor. Grace played possum, rolled her up, and got the pin. Romeo, Noam Dar, DVD, and Sean Legacy are all tag team guys now. by
Layla
default.
Diggs' character could not be a bigger moron. They made her look so stupid.
She was with Natty weeks ago.
And then Tate
Now-
Wilder. This guy is also an idiot. These guys should be together. Tate Wilder and
Look.
Layla Diggs should be a unit.
Look at this. My finger doesn't bend straight either, taint.
Okay, get out of here. Back in a moment with our guest, Observer Live. Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful. Chat GPT SmackDown review starring Filthy Tom and Bryan Alvarez.
Welcome back, you miserable wretches, to another disaster of an episode of Figure 4 Daily, the only show on the internet that's guaranteed to make your brain rot faster than watching one of these SmackDown episodes. I'm your host, Filthy Tom Waller, joined by the man who somehow manages to be more useless than a rubber knife in a prison fight, Bryan Alvarez. What's up, Bryan?
Let's not pretend you're the shining star of this operation. You're like a broken pencil. Pointless. And I don't even know I'm still here with you. Anyway, let's get to this train wreck of a SmackDown. Spoiler alert, if you were expecting a wrestling show, you've come to the wrong place. It was like watching someone fall asleep in real time.
You should know all about falling asleep, Bryan, since you've been half dead for years now. If enthusiasm was an Olympic sport, you would get a participation medal for showing up, but still lose.
I could tell the crowd was hyped for Drew, and Nakamura's music is always a banger, but it was just nothing. It's like watching a 5-minute commercial for a product you don't even want to buy.
And I bet the only thing that was more uninspiring than this match was your entire existence. Let's move on before I fall asleep right here on this microphone.
Tom, you think because you're a former fighter, that makes you a wrestling expert? You'd probably lose in a match with a traffic cone. Look, Jade's a star, but Liv Morgan, she's the human version of a please wait screen.
Liv Morgan is about as useful as a sandbag at a swimming pool party, who's like trying to make a turkey sandwich with no bread.
It's like the crowd went from yay to who's got the remote. Can we change the channel?
Liv Morgan's biggest move is making the audience wish for better things. She's like the human version of a wet sock. Nobody wants it.
I get it, Tom. You don't like fun. You don't like energy. You don't like anything that's not just sitting on your couch in your pajamas complaining.
More of the same.
Oh, we're back to more of the same, huh? Just like your wrestling career. More of the same, but somehow still a disaster.
Well, that's it, folks. SmackDown 2025 was more like SmackDown 2005. Same old stuff, same old disappointments. Join us next time when we tear apart something else for your listening pleasure.
Yeah, next time, Tom, maybe we'll actually have some real wrestling to talk about instead of whatever disaster this was. Until then, just remember, don't listen to Tom and don't watch SmackDown unless you hate yourself.
Whatever. It's your funeral.
What? I've never been so embarrassed doing this show as I was for the last 5 minutes. God. Back in the show, Bryan Alvarez here, Wrestling Observer Live. Filthy Tom is joining us here today. And yes, our special guest, Nixie XS, is joining us here today. Nixie, how you doing?
Hey, Divas. I'm good. I'm doing good.
Tony is...
Looking hot, being fun.
Yeah.
Classic Nixie stuff.
I wasn't sure you were on today. I was sweating.
I'm a very busy girl.
Yeah. And
I've been designing gear all day.
I swear to God, you came on the show, my smoke alarm's going off. Did you hear that?
I'm the hottest.
God help me.
The smoke alarms cannot handle me.
Well, listen, we got a lot to get into here today, and not a lot of time. You are a newly signed produce athlete, is that right?
Yes, I am a official produce athlete, a representative of the brand, so I hope I don't say anything that gets me in trouble.
Well, Orange Crush comes on this show all the time, and he says plenty to get himself in trouble, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Okay, I'll say stuff to get him in trouble specifically.
Okay, so what if...
Is that fair?
Yeah, we got the first show coming up, right?
Yes, June 29th at Pioneer Works in Brooklyn. That is a Monday, which it's been a long time since we've had a Monday show.
It's debuting on a Monday. Why a Monday? I guess I should ask him that.
Take it out Monday Night Raw, baby.
I guess so. Jeez. Head-to-head with
This
Raw.
will be a far better show than Monday Night Raw.
So what have you got for the first show? And I do know that you've got a real big match coming up in July.
Yes, I am partnering with Jordan Blade and Janai Kai. We are a group, The Limit. We're pushing the limit. All right. We're breaking boundaries. We're doing new fun things against Dark Sheik, Gabby Forza, and Emerson Jane.
So that's the debut show. And then
Yeah.
and then July 26th, what's happening in Montreal?
Big singles match for me. I'm on the poster for Montreal. The poster is just me and Jonathan Gresham, the two most important people on the show.
Sure.
I will be wrestling Fua Chan, who is my first Japanese talent that I've wrestled. I'm very excited. I think she needs knocked down a few pegs, and I think I'm the perfect woman to do it.
Are you like Tekla? Are you planning to kill Stardom? Is this the beginning of a quest?
Oh, that's absolutely the goal. Yeah, the quest is to conquer and take over.
Why does everyone hate Stardom so much?
Well,
Tom and I liked it.
Brian, as a wrestler,
Because I'm the biggest star. I'm the biggest star. I don't think they should
Yeah, don't talk over her,
call
Tom.
themselves star. I'm the biggest star.
Brian, as a wrestler, it's always great to face somebody new from a different style, you know, Nixie taking on someone from Stardom. I have great memories of the first time I wrestled a midget, and that was at Black Label Pro against you.
Oh, get out of here. Nixie, we're looking for opponents, by the way. Do you got a partner?
She just said she had two of them.
I have one
listening?
available to face you and I.
To face you two?
Yeah.
I'll wrestle you two. Can I do it?
Maybe
Well,
not.
yeah, you need a partner. I mean, you're
I'll
not beating
find
us
someone.
on your
Yeah,
own.
I'll grab Janai.
Okay.
Whoa, hey.
Actually, we have to clear your opponent or your partner.
Yeah, Brian has no striking skills whatsoever
get
to
outta
speak
here.
of, so that's
So,
like
hey, you know
bringing in
what?
a ringer.
Some of you don't know this, but Nixie and I almost ended up in the ring together for the Immortal Cluster, but
Almost.
things
So close.
went awry. Yeah, things went awry. But maybe
It
next
will
year.
happen.
How was Ed's show?
How was Ed's show?
Yeah.
Fun, goofy, silly. Lots of great girls on that show. I stole the show, as I steal every show. I got to hit Shaz McKenzie with a champagne bottle. Fun stuff. Very fun stuff.
How would you compare Ed in San Antonio as a promoter to Orange Crush?
Complete opposite ends of the spectrum.
Is that so?
Opposite ends of the promoter spectrum, yeah.
Huh. What does
Yeah.
that mean? How would you describe Ed as a promoter? And you can bury him here. He's an
Please
enemy
do.
of the show.
Bad at time management, I think. I think there were like 12 matches and we had 2 hours, and they were all given 10 minutes. So do the math on that one. Love you, Ed,
Yeah.
Well, in
You
theory,
know.
that makes sense.
Is that right?
It works out perfectly. Yeah, in theory.
Now, you know, as a produce athlete, all of these wrestlers, there's all these video packages that get made about them. There's a workout video that you did. Tell us about filming this workout video, because that thing was awesome.
Oh, it was the most fun. I had a studio in Manhattan all to myself, and I just got to look hot and work out and boss people around and tell them to film me.
Whose
Get good
idea?
angles.
Whose idea was to do it like a Mid-South 1986 video? Whose idea was that?
Oh, I think that was kind of all of us. I pitched doing some like 80s style promos because it's very my vibe. And then Adam got in touch with Slump DVD, who does VHS filming. And then it all just kind of came together. It all got pieced together.
So this was actually
beach.
this was legitimately shot on VHS and not just shot and then a filter was applied?
No, actual VHS camera, and then it was converted to digital.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're dealing with artists, Brian.
I guess so,
I think
man.
perhaps
Artisans.
Nixie, if I can make a recommendation for a sequel, maybe you could do it like the old
Please.
the ESPN style, where they'd have like the bodybuilding shows for an hour, and you're just hanging outside in the park, lifting weights.
I
Change
love
the
it.
scenery up a little bit.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
have
I love
maybe
that
have me there greased up.
Oh, you're going to get involved now?
Yeah, I mean, we need somebody that looks like they lift weights. You can't do it.
How dare you? The other thing I was going to say, besides the workout video, was everyone's putting out their mixtapes, as they're called. And you had to have, a list of, like, your favorite matches, if I recall. And quite the eclectic list of matches here.
Well, my full list was like 20 matches. And he was like, only 5. And I really had to pare it down, which was hard. That was very hard for me. I tried to pick 5 matches that represented like 5 different, like 5 different things in wrestling that I really love. I wanted it to be kind of varied.
And what did you narrow it down to?
Oh no, I don't even remember. Let me look. You tell me.
Well, what did you give us? I mean, you don't have to do the 5 that were actually used, but like, give us an example of some of these different matches that you picked.
Well, I know this one ended up on it. Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Bad Blood, 1997, the first Hell in a Cell match. That's my favorite match ever. Like, bar none, favorite match ever. I told Adam it had to be on the list.
Isn't that the same
I sent
noise
Adam
that...
like 9 matches and had him cut it to 5.
You
So I was
started
like, that
talking
one has
about
to be fun.
you started talking about Shawn Michaels Hell in a Cell, and my fire alarm's going off
Yeah,
again.
that's the noise it made
What
right
is
before
noise?
Kane came out.
It's
That's
got to
why.
be Kane. It's got to be Kane.
It actually hasn't stopped going off yet, so that's kind of concerning now. Okay, keep going. We're just going to power on through. Yeah, if the house burns
Okay.
down, such is life.
If Brian dies, Brian dies.
It's not
What else
main.
is on my list?
You go through this list with Tom. Now stop.
Okay.
God, go ahead. It's a very professional radio show.
You could
Nixie.
still leave if you want, Brian.
Nah, it's okay. Yeah, Shawn Michaels. Let's talk about Shawn Michaels and Undertaker Hell in a Cell. That is not, I don't think, the greatest match of all time, but if I had to make a list, I would actually put that on there also as one of my favorite matches of all time. I think that match is like, if you're looking at it, is it as good as like an Okada Omega? You'd probably say no, but if you look at it like, this is like a perfect match. And you have to,
It's a perfect match.
you have to look at, shut up, Tom,
there's
we're
not.
talking.
There's interference at the end.
There is, but the interference is something that was built up for months. The big chair shot at the end is something that was built up for months. The match is like, it's the culmination of months of storytelling, but it also leads to months more of storytelling and the work in that match. I mean, Shawn Michaels in that match was absolutely incredible. And, you know, when I was young watching that match, like, I couldn't believe when he showed up on Raw. Like he might have shown up like the next day or something like that. And I was like, this guy should be in the hospital, like covered in blood, and he fell. But if you really watch the match, he doesn't take that bad of a beating at all. He's just so great that the blood and like the bump off the cage that everybody remembers, he falls from like halfway up onto this table. I mean, it's a perfect match, I think.
So, did you want my opinion on the match, or did you just want to talk about it?
Well, he certainly just wants to talk about it.
I do want to talk. I could talk about it for hours.
I would like to hear your opinion on that match.
Yes,
That's not
tell
as
us
good
about
as Bret
it.
Hart and Stone Cold from Survivor Series, but
Well, I'm sure
Sorry,
she
what
loved
was the
that
question?
one, too. I want to hear your opinion. He's talking about another match.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I think that match is like I love melodrama, and I think that is like peak melodrama in wrestling without like crossing the line. Like, I think that's as peak melodrama as you can get in wrestling before everything falls apart, which can be fun. But I just think like the structure of that match is so smart. It's so brilliant. Like, every Hell in a Cell match afterwards is a derivative of it. And I love a lot of Hell in a Cell matches. I think it's a fun stipulation. But they pretty much perfected the art form of having that type of match in the first go. I like the interference. I like the shenanigans. I like bumping the cameraman in the cage. I think it's also clever. I like Triple H's big baggy shirt he was wearing for some fucking reason.
Oh, no
Sorry.
F-bombs on the radio.
I shouldn't have said that.
That's all right. Go ahead. It's not the first time.
I'm very passionate about fashion, Brian. You have to understand.
Yeah, big baggy shirts. Yeah.
God.
It's a
Good.
it's
Thank
a really
God you
big
can't see
shirt.
what Brian's wearing right now.
Yeah, you should see this shirt.
Whoa.
Oh man, I wore it for her today. But anyway, go ahead.
I lost my train of thought. I got really sidetracked on the shirt.
You dropped an F-bomb about Triple H's big baggy shirt.
Listen, it was worth it. It was
Yeah.
worth it. I think about that baggy shirt all the time. What a fashion decision to make. Your best friend, your teammate in your like new stable is about to go die, and you said, "I'm wearing the biggest shirt in my closet."
Didn't he have a silly hat too?
Not yet. He started doing the silly hats like early '98.
Okay.
The Shane Douglas style hat.
Tom, you'd be
Yeah.
astonished at what she remembers about 1990s wrestling. What was the match you were going to ask her about, Tom?
I wasn't asking at all. I was saying that a superior match is Bret Hart versus Steve Austin from the Survivor Series.
I mean, that one is awesome.
That is a great match.
Clean finish. Fantastic wrestling, start to bell. I mean,
But it's not as good as Hell in a Cell with Shawn
But
Michaels.
is there fire?
Really?
Is there undead fire monster? No.
Yes. Does Kane appear? You know what's funny
Is anyone wearing a big shirt?
You know what's funny is Tom's favorite wrestler here is Kane. You would think that he would love Hell in a Cell even more because it was Kane's debut. But no. Hey, listen, we got to head to a
Brian,
break. Stand by,
it's been
Tom.
a decade.
Shut
The
up,
jig's
Tom.
up.
Back in a moment, everybody. Wrestling Observer Live. Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful. What was up with this week? Everyone thinking Monday was Tuesday.
That was just
Everyone?
you, sir.
Yeah, well, I mean, when it happened, it was like I got all these people that were messaging me going, my God, I thought it was Tuesday too today. It was like something happened with like the moon or something, and it caused everybody to think that Monday was Tuesday. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, God, am I losing it?
Yes.
Have you ever lost something and gave up all hope before finding it in an obvious place?
Yeah, my mind. I went to go make her the quesadilla, and I opened up the pantry, and there's no tortillas. Looked down on the ground, and there's the package that they used to be in, but there's no tortillas. So I call Hanale over, and she says, well, I didn't know how to close the bag,
Uh-oh.
so I put them all in a box of light bulbs. I said, why did you put them in a box with light bulbs? Swear to God, she goes, if that box is good enough for light bulbs, it's good enough for tortillas. And I said, no, that's not worse. I open the box, these tortillas are hard as a rock,
She is so your
crumbling to dust.
It's insane.
God.
I lost my wallet at the Alamo Dome. The next day, I got a call from an usher that he found it. When I met up with him, everything was still in it. He refused to accept any money from me.
Wow.
Wow. I once lost my wallet, El Segundo.
Lantian says Big Dave's sanity.
Wow.
Well, I mean, he found it then. It's right there. It's never lost.
99% of the time, no matter where I park, I always know exactly where it is. But there's always that 1% of the time where is my car?
Dude.
And it's like in a bizarre place. Like, what was going on? All right, Granny, what do we got?
We need to buy you a machine that you speak into, and it converts your voice into text.
Oh, my God.
So you don't have to write it down anymore.
Absolutely not.
And then I think even better, we put that text into a text-to-voice app and have it read her.
Oh, my God.
Whatever. Stacy Keebler, her and Tori had a eggnog fight. Just a minute here.
Okay.
Looks my page.
Then he
I
looks
decided
completely depressed over there.
Take something from down below.
Mind your own business.
They're like,
Ray Kinsella builds a baseball field
Field
on
of
his
Dreams. Kevin Costner.
baseball.
James Earl Jones.
If you build it, they will come.
Iowa.
Oh, all right.
You didn't let me finish the question, Brian.
She's right.
Oh, she yells at me. Folks, what a whirlwind of a 15 minutes. We barely started. Nixie set off my fire alarm. Good Lord. We need to do another one of these someday.
You only asked like 2 questions.
I did. And then I talked about one of them myself the whole time. But
Yeah, I didn't even get to yap about it.
we'll do this again, don't worry. But in the meantime, for people that want to hear and listen and see and view more of you, where can they go, Nixie?
You can check out my social medias. Twitter and Instagram have everything. They have all the links in the bios to all the things, all my upcoming shows. And all of those are at NIXI_PW, like Nixie Pro Wrestling. If you call me Nikki, don't even talk to me. NIXI_PW. I've got all my upcoming dates there. Fun stuff, fun photo shoots and promos and workout tapes.
Is
all that on there.
Is calling you Nikki worse than the other one? You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Okay, all right. Well,
Yeah.
That's an important one. Don't call her Nikki, everybody. It's Nixie. Nixie. Yes.
Tony Schiavone did it,
Oh.
even after being told that it's Nixie
Oh man.
by multiple people.
Was it in that Marina match? I guess that was Ring of Honor, right?
No, on Collision.
Oh. Didn't want to
And then
bring
he
the
did
Marina
it
one up. And
again,
you just tweeted
2
it.
weeks later on Collision.
Man, you need to talk to this guy.
So I've got beef with him. That's my next goal, is fighting him.
Fighting Tony Schiavone.
Yeah, his retirement match.
Maybe you should partner with him against me and Tom, and then we'll do it for you. You need a partner.
I've got to partner with someone that respects my identity, Brian.
All right, that's a good point. Hey, listen, that's the music. We're out of time. Nixie, thanks so much for doing the show today. Thanks, Tom, for whatever you did today. And that's it, everybody. We'll talk to you next time. Wrestling Observer Live.